Hello and welcome to Steve's Vintage Model Builds. Thanks to everyone who stopped by to visit. Um, Appreciate all the subscribers and returning viewers. And if you're stopping in for the first time, a very hearty welcome to you. All right, so today we've got the final reveal and after build kit evaluation for the Atlantis 132 Mack R model truck. Now, I did a lot of looking up, and it looks like it's a Model 685 from 1973. And I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. It's not perfect, but overall I'm very happy. I had some problems with the decals, the overlapping decals, and the ones that go around the corners and curves. They were a bit of a challenge. Not really used to them, but I didn't make a complete mess of it. Not everything's lined up perfectly, but again, I think I did a pretty good job. You can see the other side here, and there's a couple flaws on this side from the paint. I don't know why. Sometimes with the rattle can paint, it kind of what do you call it? Gets all blistered, and it's very difficult to unblister it. So, anyways, well, I got this one lined up all right. There's a couple little creases here, and all the other little details. Got the Mack and the Mack. Got that lined up good. That was a decal, excuse me, on the front. And again, the headlights not perfect. This one on this side actually broke here, and I couldn't get this one to go right, and it's got a little bit of decal from a different scheme where I failed, so I had to go back and do a different scheme. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. Can you see my beautiful orange lights there, and the reflectors and all this stuff. Sorry, the resolution on my camera is not that great. And we've got the underside, undercarriage. And so, yeah, there it is. And obviously I decided to leave the chrome the way it was. If anybody out there knows how to get the seams out of the chrome, like for the tanks here, please let me know. I tried stripping down the chrome, not me, and repainting it, but it just doesn't come out right. I mean, it doesn't come out nice and bright like this. So forgive me. I'm using the chrome that came with the kit. So we've got the brake lights here in the rear, nicely detailed back end there, and so anyways, I'm very pleased with the end result. Now, this kit cost, that's not the best camera angle, but what can I do? I'm an amateur, a rank amateur. This kit cost, oh, and I made a mistake at the back here. One side wraps around more than the other. Whatever. Yeah, not the end of the world. So the kit cost $40, and free shipping, Amazon Prime. And ScaleMates actually shows it as a snap tight, but it's not. In many ways it could be, but it's not. Um, Most of the stuff needed to be cemented, although things like this and this and this, they fit in very snugly and perfectly without any cement. Likewise, the handbars here, but the tires, the wheels, they had to be cemented, and of course everything underneath needed to be cemented. So there it is. I need to put a weight on it to level her out. But yeah, so here's the, here we are. We're done. And the only additional thing is I'm gonna put a little more clear on the signal lights, and I've got a special set of memorial decals coming from STS scale model decals that in memory of Terry Sr. of Hobby Barn. And those are going to be coming, and I think Senior is going to go on somewhere. Going to figure out where to put it, and then at the back, Terry's favorite saying, "Kiss my, you know what," which was not meant as an insult, but more of almost an endearment. Kentucky coal miners, go figure. Anyways, yeah, I mean, if they really like you, maybe they punch you in the face. I don't know. Sorry, guys down in Kentucky. I love you. You guys, oh my goodness. Actually, without getting too personal, I honeymooned with my first wife down in Tennessee and Kentucky. And the mountain country there is absolutely beautiful, and just had a wonderful time. But the only good thing I remember about being married to her, but that's a whole different thing. So anyways, yeah, so I'm happy with the decaling and the detailing, and I'd encourage you to go back and watch the step-by-step. So, after build evaluation. Well, now, not a complicated kit, simple kit. Perfect kit for a beginner. Goes together nicely. Everything fit perfectly. As I said, some things quite snugly. The only challenge was the decals, but they provided plenty of decals, and including schemes that were more straight. They weren't wraparound, which would be easier for a novice modeler. So yeah, overall, I would rate this as very good for what it is, and I don't know how many hours I put into it. I always take my time. I'm never in a rush. So I don't know, maybe 5-6 hours altogether, maybe 7 hours. There's like 6 coats of rattle can red. So it was two coats airbrushed of scarlet red from TimberTech pre-mixed airbrush paints, which in my experience they're good. They're very good. They're great. I think I'm gonna stick to the pre-mixed paints rather than trying to mix them for the airbrush myself. So anyways, yeah, so it airbrushed up nicely, and any faults were as a result of my airbrush skills or lack thereof. I'm still pretty new with the airbrush, so overall though, it turned out really good. So yeah, so there were 2 coats of the scarlet red, and then I don't know, I think about 6 coats of the clear red, which I think gives it a very nice shine. Yeah, like I said, not perfect, but there you go. I haven't got to the point yet where I polish things up, although others do. And so, yeah, so there it is. Now, yeah, again, as far as the kit's concerned, yeah, I'm going to rate it as very good for what it is. Went together well. The instructions were good. I'll put up an end screen for the review. So no complaints whatsoever. You know, it's an old Revell kit, maybe monogram too. Can't remember. I forget these things sometimes. But yeah, so that's it. So for those who have been following, it turned out to be a few more parts than I expected. Video episodes than I expected. Some things were longer, and some things it was just technical difficulties that made me. I don't know how to stitch together videos to make one big video. But you know, I was thinking about it too, and you know, 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, you know, that's enough. You don't need a 3-hour video all at once. And I don't know how to fast forward things either. I don't think you can do that direct on YouTube, maybe if you have premium. And I haven't really figured out how to use OBS Studio for editing and all that stuff. So I just put it all on a playlist. And you know, you can either fast forward by moving the thing, or you can go to the settings in YouTube and click the speed for 2 times, and then that'll speed it up for you as well. So okay, so as I've said, and as my ratings video indicates, I don't give a score. I'm sticking with the score I gave it originally, which was a good score. Sometimes in the after build, you know, the score usually goes down rather than up. I haven't done a lot of after build evaluations, and you know, if a kit doesn't turn out, it's usually my fault. Although, you know, there's some real dogs out there and stuff. So anyways, yeah, the decal set was wonderful. And the decals went on nicely. No complaints as far as that was concerned. And, you know, value for money, the cost of $40. Like I say, I got 5-6 hours out of it. Didn't rush anything. And, yeah, so a good value there. Very pleased with it. Now, as far as the snap-tight thing goes, there is an old monogram kit. I don't think it's in production anymore. You might be able to find one on eBay or something like that. Excuse me. But it's the tractor and the trailer. And that is a snap-tight kit. So, so there it is. You probably won't see that. But this, probably for the most part, if you did want to just snap it together, you could, as I said, except for the wheels. The mud flaps, if you don't cement them, they kind of, flap around all over the place. But in any case, everything fits very snugly. And, you know, some things just didn't require cement, which is nice when you're dealing with the chrome, because it doesn't always get along with the chrome. And just like the clear parts, it, you know, it can, you know, mess things up. So, but I'm very pleased with it. The windscreen went in beautifully, and everything all went together perfectly. So, like I said, final evaluation, very good, and I'd recommend it to anybody. Um, if you're like I said, if you're an absolute beginner, this would be a great kit to start with. It's a good scale, 132. So the parts are a good size. There's nothing too small or fiddly. The chrome work is beautiful, and like with most of them, you can do anything you want with it. And so it was molded in, I think it was white, um, and so you would want to paint it. So, but yeah, I mean it's very amenable to rattle can, and painting the tires. I'm pretty happy with the tires, the way they turned out. Can you see how I detailed them? You can see the Union tire. And, except for the creases on the decals and this one a little bit here, everything was great as far as that's concerned. Yeah. So that's it. We're done with this one. I've got another weekender just about ready for reveal. And that brings me to Ice Queen 7. Sue and Paul Shapland. Ice Queen 7, she runs a great channel, Sue Shapland. And it's an awesome community of people who are just so friendly and supportive. They do a live chat on Sundays where everybody just kind of gets together and la la la, blah 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 blah. You can post your works in progress. There's group builds. The people on the channel are great about supporting each other and giving answers to questions and all sorts of different things. So again, Ice Queen 7. Check it out and join the group. Like I say, great people. And Sue and Paul, they're both great modelers. Sue doesn't give herself enough credit, and Paul's up there with the professional level. And so, and they're happy to answer any questions. And everybody's, like I said, really, really supportive of the others on the channel. So, and then on Tuesdays, they have Sue's Days, they call it. I think every day is Sue's Day in their house, but that's a whole other thing. Yeah, you can post up your finished builds, 2 photos at a time. There's not a lot of rules. Just be respectful, no profanity, don't be a jerk, and no selling stuff. If you've done a build like this or that kind of stuff, you're welcome to promote your YouTube video, but no spam and no selling stuff. Absolutely not. And also, the channel supports some great causes. And they do their bit for the whole community. So again, Ice Queen 7, and check it out. So new members are always welcome as long as you follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, Sue will kick you out quicker than you can say, "Bob's your uncle," or "Ow, that hurt." Huh. Excuse me. Okay, so there's my Revell 132 scale Mack truck. I'm very pleased with it overall. If you can't tell, I silvered up those headlights and put some Tamiya clear on it. So there you go. All right, so 20 minutes of me congratulating myself, and putting in a little kit evaluation to make it look legitimate. All right, and so yeah, a little teaser here. We've got this coming up. This is the 1/48 scale. This is the tractor portion of the Atlantis Sinclair Oil tanker truck. So, Dino gas. Yeah, we love Dino gas. Powers the world, baby. Powers the world. Okay, and so, yeah, so, you know, getting up to final assembly there. That kit, yeah, it was okay, but we'll get around to that. I'll do another reveal on that very soon. So thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed it. Hope also that you've enjoyed the build itself, and maybe learned some stuff, or got turned on to maybe, you know, checking out this model. So thanks again, and hope everybody has a safe and happy day. Today is Sunday here. This is going to go up right away, and the full playlist will be available. And then over the next day or so, well, I want to have the Atlantis oil truck done for Tuesday, and so we're coming into the home stretch for that. Really just doing the detailing, and but yeah, there's the engine, spark plugs, all that stuff, drivetrain, yeah, and it was a nice little kit too. I think that was about $36, but we'll get into that. All right, so once again, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.